COVID-19, or coronavirus disease 2019, is a severe acute respiratory syndrome first identified in December of 2019 in Wuhan, China. Soon after, the World Health Organization declared the ensuing outbreak a public health emergency of international concern in January of 2020 and a pandemic in March of the same year. As of the 9th of December 2020, more than 68.4 million cases have been confirmed, with more than 1.56 million deaths attributed to COVID-19. The resulting pandemic has caused major social and economic disruption, including the largest global recession since the Great Depression. It has led to the cancellation of events, widespread supply shortages, agricultural disruption, significant job losses, and strict travel bans across the world. Barbados has been especially hard hit because of our economy's reliance on tourism, since our major markets, the United States, United Kingdom, and Canada, have undergone lockdown since the early parts of 2020. Barbados has been subjected to intense stress as the government finds its footing on this new world stage. Who are suffering even more, though, are the business owners, who have had to adjust their businesses to fit this new environment. This documentary seeks to get a more in-depth look at how these business owners have had to look inwards to revamp their whole approach to business. First off, we spoke to Anthony Pickering of Hotel Foods.
I am Anthony Pickering. I'm one of the directors of Hotel Foods. We have been in this business for 34 years. We have developed a reasonably niche market into tourism of the supply of food and wines. Before COVID, we started to feel the pinch from March. Prior to March, we were doing reasonably well. We were on target on our budgets with increased sales. And March, the bottom dropped out. Easter never really arrived for businesses. It's a very busy period in the tourist industry. And we've felt the downturn in business from March till now. We've seen a small improvement over the last coming weeks, but nothing to compare what it used to be. You've had to change a lot of your thoughts, all of your projections, all that gone through the window. We've had some of our staff requesting to be severed, which we did, some of them. What has happened is that we have paid our staff vacation paid. We have requested some of our staff to take a reduction in pay as well. I think we'd asked our staff to take a 20% reduction in pay. We asked them to take it for 6 months. What has happened is that this has gone on past the 6 months. So what we have done is we have given them their full pay for the last month, and we expect that we will do that and watch to see what happens between now and January, and then we would probably have to renegotiate with our staff to see how we can save jobs. It's not an easy decision to make, either from our side or from the employees' side. But I think that most people in Barbados would have recognized that there's a serious downturn. A lot of us never probably realize how dependent we are on tourism. Our market that we had targeted from inception is not the only market. We have to divest into other things. We have to target local people and see how we can develop a niche market with them as well. Areas that we were never into, we have started over the last 6 months. And we hope to increase and improve on what we're doing.
Another major retail stakeholder within the industry is Eddie's Tradings. We spoke to the managing director of Eddie's Trading to get a better idea of what she and her business did in order to survive this pandemic.
My name is Angela Edwards. I manage Eddie's Trading with my husband, Anthony Edwards. Along with my staff, we are in the retail business, supermarket, wholesale, and hardware. Before COVID, it was normal working days doing our business in the supermarket. It was normal working from 8 in the morning till 9 or 10 at night. After COVID, we had to take mandate from government. And the first thing that we had to do was to work curbside. And that was very challenging. It was new to us and it was very challenging. But our employees adapt to it and we made it work. The second thing was what we did, we started an online platform where I had someone come in and train my staff, and we were able to make a success of that while the supermarkets were closed. We were doing online deliveries as far as from here, as far up to St. Philip, St. John, and that was very successful. After the supermarkets opened back, we had a mandate to allow X amount of customers into the supermarket at any one time. That proved to be challenging as well because it meant customers coming to the supermarket had to wait outside in lines, and that proved to be a little difficult for them. We had a problem with our customers wearing masks, and even though they know that it's very important to help the stem of to help control COVID, some of them don't want to wear the mask, some don't wear it correctly, and as soon as you tell them to wear the mask in the proper way, they get angry and aggressive. We've had many challenges with people coming in and threatening you only, just by telling them to wear the mask correctly.
Another organization that has played a major role in the success of many businesses and the dissemination of information through the pandemic has been the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Here, we talked to the director of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry to get her outlook on the business environment of Barbados.
My name is Michelle Laban Clark, and I'm the Executive Director of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The Barbados Chamber really exists as an organization. It represents the voice of the business community in Barbados, and it really provides advocacy and lobbying and representation on behalf of members of this sector, so that at the end of the day, we're ensuring that a really robust environment exists for members of the business community. What we have been doing is we initially rolled out a series of webinars that were able to help our members look at things like e-commerce, how to use technology, ICT to leverage, to distribute new goods and services. How do they continue to provide their customers with service, but using technology? Because the truth is, I think all of this is showing us that technology is where we're going, Every crisis has an opportunity. It is for us to see those opportunities, and I believe that all businesses have the opportunity to repivot, innovate in order to remain competitive and in order to survive.
After speaking with many of these business owners and heads of organizations, it is clear that minimizing costs, as well as taking advantage of new and emerging digital technologies, is the way forward to survive and even thrive in this new environment brought on by the COVID-19 crisis.